Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And here today we've got the Sonogenic SHS500. This came out in 2019 and it's from Yamaha, of course. And it's got something inside that nobody has talked about. So we're going to take a look at that today, and we're going to be using an iPad 3 to access what's inside this. And we're going to use a Sweep MIDI player called Sweep MIDI, which is a MIDI file player, I should say, called Sweep MIDI player. And we're going to connect the two things together using Bluetooth MIDI, which this has on board. So let's get it all set up and take a look. And now don't forget, if you have any comments, you can leave it in the comment section below, or any questions on any of this or anything you'd like to ask me, or to get a conversation going, leave it in the comments below. Thank you. So this is the Sonogenic SHS500, brought out in 2019, and there's two sound engines inside this, and they're independent, which is very important. And one of them is the 127 MIDI sounds that will allow you to play back MIDI files or connect up MIDI and use this as a sound module. So basically there's a sound module inside of this. Now that's separate to the 28 sound and 2 drum sets that you can play off this. There's a separate sound engine inside which no one has talked about, and Yamaha seem to be keeping it a secret. I don't know why. They have a couple of lines here in the manual. I've got the manual here where it says it's got a general MIDI system level 1. That's the MIDI standard, and it ensures that any MIDI compatible music data can be accurately played back. And we know MIDI is data, I've explained this before, and by the tone generator, regardless of manufacturer. So what we're going to do today, we're going to test this today, and we're going to play back what's inside of this, the sounds that are inside of this. So we know on the 28 sound that you can play, which is a separate tone generator. There is no organs or accordions or any of them things on there. So using my iPad, I'm going to connect this via Bluetooth, and we're going to do a bit of experimenting with some MIDI files. So I'm going to set that up now. And just before I do that, there's 3 ways you can connect this up. I'm going to use the Bluetooth, which I can connect the Bluetooth onto the iPad, which I have here. And it'll be wireless, of course. You can also connect up to your computer using an AB connector. And you've also got MIDI in and out. So it makes sense that there needs to be a MIDI sound generator inside of this. Otherwise, if you send MIDI into this, it's not going to play back the MIDI that you send in. It's just a pity that we just can't play the 127 or 128 sound, depending on whether you count from 1 or 0, inside of this tone generator, general MIDI. So the only way we can access is via MIDI, because there are 2 independent sound tone generators that are inside of this. We're going to access it using a program called Sweep MIDI Player. It's a MIDI file player, very good for your iPad. It costs $14.99, €15 if you're in Europe, like I am. We can play back MIDI files. So I have a load of MIDI files loaded onto the iPad, and Sweep MIDI Player is ready there to go. First of all, we're going to set up the keytar, okay, the Sonogenic. So you've got a function button here. So if we press the function button, you can select the different functions. Okay, so what we're looking for here to set up here is the MIDI Bluetooth. Now, that's the MIDI Bluetooth, okay? So what we're going to use today, we're going to use the MIDI, which is Bluetooth. So that comes up like that. So when you see blue MIDI coming up, so that's that. And then you just exit, which is that button there, exit out. And that exits it out of your function. So you've got your function there, as you can see, function exit. That's your keytar in setup. Now, so now we're going to set up the sweep MIDI player part of it next. Okay, so here we've got the sweep MIDI player opened. And I have a whole load of files loaded in, as you can see there. And down on the bottom menu here, you've got files, playlists, mixer, lyrics, and settings. So we've already set up our Sonogenic for Bluetooth MIDI. So I'm going to go into the settings here. And in the settings, you've got a whole load of settings. And the settings I'm interested in for this is output type. So we just select it there and we go core MIDI and then come back one. And then we go MIDI output. And here at the moment it says the network session. And then we go down here to devices and we click on devices. And then we see here that the SH500 input output. So it goes not connected. So we go connecting. And now it says connected. Now we come back one. And now you'll see it here, your SHS500, and we want to select it there. And then we click on done up here. Then we'll just pick a file. Now you can go in here into the mixer here so we can mute things and so on. It's got all the instruments here. So on this particular file we've got acoustic piano, we've got bass, overdrive guitar, vibraphone, we've got piano, acoustic guitar, strings, pads, the whole standard drums and so on, all the way there to the 16 MIDI tracks. So if the second sound engine is inside of this should be able to play that back. Here we go. Now I can also play along here with it. Any instrument here I want. Okay, so you can see there that we can play back a file. All the instruments they were playing, right? So that means that we can play back a full MIDI file. So that sounds good to me anyhow. So basically what's going on there is the iPad, which is not connected to anything, is sending Bluetooth MIDI with 127 sounds that's built inside in this. And it's sending Bluetooth data into this, and it's using the sound module that's inside of this. And I can also play the 28 or 30 sounds on top of what's been played separately, and it doesn't affect what this iPad is doing to the sounds inside here. So 2 separate sound modules inside of this, which is absolutely brilliant. Nobody has done a video on this, I don't think. Nobody has mentioned this. If anyone knows, I can get very little information off Yamaha. So if anybody knows any way that we might be able to access the sounds, wouldn't it be great to be able to play them out? Be fabulous, wouldn't it? And now don't forget, if you have any comments, you can leave it in the comment section below, or any questions on any of this, or anything you'd like to ask me, or to get a conversation going, leave it in the comments below. Thank you. I'm going to set something up here now. Now we're going to let a bit of this go. We're going to listen to we've got a doorbell organ. We'll fret the space and get rid of that. We've got a percussive organ, church organ. We'll unmute that one. So we just listen here because on the 28 sounds, 30 sounds that are on this, there is no organs and that. So we're going to access the internal organs on this file here. So we'll just let this go a bit, we see. So you can see there now the organs are playing. See there now that the organs are playing. So there we go. So there you can see that the organs inside are playing. So we can pick out instruments. You can do a lot of editing in here in the MIDI player. It's playing back them organs there, and it's accessing the organs inside of this. Now this doesn't have organs that you can actually play. But in the separate sound module, as I said, inside with 127 sounds that no one has mentioned at all about, and I think Yamaha seems to be trying to keep it a secret. I don't know why. They hardly mention it in their manual. Okay, another file. Another file. So here we're going to play, we're going to access an accordion. So I've muted all them tracks, I've left accordion on there, and we'll use it. So here we go in an accordion. So playing that accordion back there now. So you can see there now that's accessing all the instruments inside. Okay, so here we go, a little demo here. So there we go, playing back a demo there. Yeah. So let's see what this is. Drums. And I can still play on here as well. Let's see what this is. There's a little bit of elastic playing back. So you can see this playing back all the instruments inside, 127 instruments. And I can also pick whatever instrument I want here, whatever it be. Bass, air choir, brass, and play it on top of the file. Now remember, music should be fun, so no matter what instrument you have, whether you have a keytar, guitar, keyboards, whatever you have, even a drums, whatever you have some fun with your music. Music should be fun, and enjoy. Thank you.